What's up, YouTube? Thanks for kicking it with me on this channel today. If you are new, welcome. If you are returning, good to see you back as always. So I apologize for not uploading a video last week. Got really busy taking care of a few things related to this bike. But like the title says, in this video I finally figured out what was wrong with the Lowrider S. And it comes with a story. Or if you're just trying to get the answer to what's going on with maybe your Lowrider S, or if you're experiencing something similar, you can skip to this mark right over here, because I want to respect your time. You're probably stressed out and you need answers right away. So just fast forward to that part and you can get the answers to what you need, what might be wrong with your Lowrider S if you have the same issues that I did. But just to recap, I got me this 2020 Lowrider S with 250 miles. It's new to me. Came with a lot of goodies like the seat, missed my turn. Came with a lot of goodies like the seat, the fairing, 2-in-1 exhaust and all this stuff. I got it home and I started noticing a few issues. So at lower RPMs, I just noticed a little bit of a stutter. Didn't quite, didn't quite run right. It would be jumpy. I just thought it needed a tune. I ordered the Davidson fuel pack, but lo and behold, the tuner was already installed on the bike. I've been going back and forth with Davidson tech support. Shout out to them, they're great people. They were trying to help me figure out what was going on with my bike. I kept going back and forth. Hey, this tune didn't work quite right. This tune made it a little bit better. Maybe we're very close. At some point, I just got really tired of going back and forth. I felt like we weren't quite nailing it down. So I called around to some mechanics that I know, explained to them what was the issue. I called Harley, explained to them what the issue was. Guys, I got 1,000 different answers. It was, well, Davidson's fuel pack is trash, you should throw that away, to Screaming Eagle tuner is trash, they're just gonna dump a bunch of fuel, it's not really a tuner. I even got an answer about like the Davidson's tuner not pairing well with, or not piggybacking off of the Screaming Eagle tuner. I had no idea what was going on, couldn't get my bearings straight because everyone was giving me different answers. I decided to just take it to the dealership, take it to Harley, let them figure it out. So I called up one of my local Harley dealers around me. Most of them were booked out till a month in advance, but I found one that had an open schedule. So I did that and I brought it over to them and they ran the diagnostic, and you guys will not believe what the issue was. They called me back around early afternoon, like around 1 or 2 o'clock. They said, hey, we finally figured out what's going on with your bike. We ran diagnostics, we ran tests, and what happened to your bike is a defective spark plug. What? Told them, like, that's crazy. This bike had only 250 miles when I picked it up. I asked them if that's a common issue. They said no, you know, you're probably one of the very few customers, if any, I've seen that had this issue right with a brand new bike, or, you know, a bike with very little miles and less than a year old. They said, what do you want to do? And I was like, dude, just, yeah, put some goddamn spark plugs in. Luckily, all of this stuff was still under warranty. And so now everything is good to go, guys. There's the update. I am back. The bike is back. I am happy. The bike runs smooth. They didn't have to do anything with the tuning. They just replaced the spark plugs, tested the bike out, and there you have it. My troubles are gone. Thank God, because I was getting stressed out. I thought, you know, the issue was going to be something more severe than a spark plug. Although one Davidson support suspected that it could have been spark plugs, but then the other guy that I was working with kind of negated and said it can't be spark plugs because your bike is, you know, it's basically brand new. And because I had a working relationship with that guy, I trusted him at his word, but I even went out and got some spark plugs just in case. I was ready to do it that night, but got busy, forgot. You know how that story goes. But either way, I'm happy that the bike is back in my possession, working beautifully. And so I'm back to hopefully making some regular content. And speaking of content, whew, there's been a lot of content out there, specifically around the Sportster S. I feel like as a previous Sportster owner, I owe it to myself and you guys who are interested, but there's so many videos already out there. Drop me a comment if you want me to make a video. It won't be a review, obviously, just because we don't have the bike, and anything at this point is just speculation. It's just hypotheticals. But you know, I have some commentary, I have some thoughts. My future content was just going to be about this Lowrider S, what I thought about it, just some initial impressions coming from a Sportster owner. Woo! It's amazing. It's amazing what some spark plugs could do. Unfortunately, they ran out of like the stock spark plugs, so they, you know, told me they only had the premium Screaming Eagle spark plugs with the red wires and stuff. So that's on my bike. I don't know how I feel about the red cables, just because for me, I like to keep things simple. It already has a few colors like the black and gold. Adding a third color, that's too wild for me. Just too much happening. But guys, I am so happy to be back. I am so relieved to have this Lowrider back. I'm still getting familiar with this bike, still learning. We have a long-term relationship with this bike. Back to the Sportster S, I'll just leave it at this. I never expected the Sportster S to be $15,000. Are you kidding me? I mean, I get that it has great features, you know, top of the line tech. Those are all things that, you know, I've been asking for from Harley. $15,000, that's a big pill to swallow. And considering that the Sportster was typically an entry-level Harley that was quote-unquote price-friendly at $10K, if you can call that price-friendly, I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it. On one hand, yeah, it's progress. On the other hand, it's $15,000. But anyways, I'll leave it at that. I don't want to dig up what everyone else has been saying. I am super, super excited to be back, to be making content, to be riding. But one thing, it is incredibly hot. We're in the dog days of summer, guys. Like, my ass is just so sweaty right now. I don't know if that's TMI. Oh man, it's so good to be back on the bike. As you guys can tell, I am giddy with excitement. I'm happy. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are staying safe and staying cool in this hot weather. But yeah, I'll check you guys around next time. I think next week, the topic that I'm thinking about is a question that I get asked the most since I've changed up my bike. I think that might be a fun topic. Thinking about maybe something like that. We'll see. And lastly, before I go, I just wanted to thank all of you who have reached out, asked me about how my bike is doing. There's a community aspect to this. People genuinely care about me or the bike, and they want to know what's happening. That's wild to me. You guys have shown me so much love. It's heartwarming. It's what really pushes me to make content for you guys and try not to be so lazy as I usually am. But it really does push me to try to put out my best, even though maybe I'm not on my game or there's a lot of things going on. So thank you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the support. You'll see me back next week, hopefully on a regular schedule. But until then, stay safe. Have some fun on your bike. I'm gonna skate out of here, and I'll check you guys later. Peace.